sit here and watch. You see it caving. It's just coming apart.
On the morning of June 5th, 1976, something went terribly wrong in Eastern Idaho.
And the water in monumental, holy, great. What can I say? People downstream better get out. People downstream better get out.
A brand new dam had just been completed and it was filling for the first time. Then a leak appeared.
We're investigating leaks of 2 cubic feet per second. If it worsens, we'll advise you, over.
We do have a very, very serious problem here at the Teton Dam.
Within hours, the entire dam collapsed. And suddenly, 80 billion gallons of water were racing toward the towns below. The Teton Dam stood 305 feet tall across the Teton River, built to provide irrigation and flood control for Eastern Idaho. But on June 5th, as the reservoir filled for the first time, workers noticed muddy water seeping through the dam, and the leak grew quickly.
I don't think she's gonna hold with these rocks. She appears to be widening.
By late morning, the structure could no longer hold. At 11:57 a.m., the dam collapsed. A massive torrent exploded through the canyon, unleashing a flood that tore through farms, towns, and highways across the Snake River Plain. Communities like Wilford, Sugar City, and Rexburg were suddenly in the path of a wall of water.
First reaction was, it's taking our business first. We have the drive-in theater out here, and it swept our drive-in theater out, washed it out completely, and in less than a minute and a half, it got her home.
When the flood reached Rexburg, water rushed down Main Street. Homes were lifted off foundations, cars, trees, livestock, and buildings were swept downstream. Entire neighborhoods were buried in mud and debris. The disaster claimed 11 lives, destroyed thousands of homes, and caused billions in damage across Eastern Idaho. For many families, nearly everything they owned was gone. But what happened next is the part of the story that people in Rexburg still remember most. Almost immediately, the community mobilized. Churches, neighbors, and volunteers poured into the area to help people escape the flood and rebuild their lives. Ricks College, now BYU-Idaho, opened its dormitories and apartments to displaced families. Together with local churches, they provided food and shelter for thousands of survivors. In the weeks that followed, volunteers served hundreds of thousands of meals to people affected by the disaster. The Teton Dam flood changed Eastern Idaho forever, but it also revealed something powerful about the people who live here. In the face of disaster, the community came together with resilience, service, and compassion. In 2026, Rexburg remembers that spirit through Flood 50, a commemorative event honoring the people, the memories, and the community that rose from the flood. To learn more about the history of the flood and the Flood 50 events in Rexburg, visit tetonflood50.org.